Hey guys, just an update. I have not wanted to record because I didn't have a lot to say, uh, but determined this year to make something out of this channel and something out of me. Uh, it's been a very interesting few weeks. Um, as some of you may know from the previous video or two, I lost my job just a few days before Christmas in 2023. And so it has been an interesting 10 weeks or so trying to grapple with that and trying to understand just everything. I have a lot of free time and I'm not used to that because prior to this position, I had two full-time jobs for almost 5 years. So I'm used to working. And so to have so much free time now where I'm just days on end, I can wake up and eat breakfast and clean around the house and organize things. It almost feels like an out of body experience. I'm struggling a lot with depression. I'm struggling a lot with anger because of how things ended. And I'm definitely struggling a lot with trusting people. If I've learned anything in this situation, I've learned that you have to take care of yourself, even with a full-time job. You have to take care of yourself, take care of your relationships, take care of yourself. I didn't do that. And I am now lost that I have so much free time to do so. I'm going the opposite direction. And to me, it's a sign of a bigger issue. I've gained 20 pounds in the last 10 weeks instead of losing it when I have all the free time. I've applied for jobs. I've gone on interviews. You get ghosted. You don't hear back from people, or people call me and they lowball me when my salary is right there, on the application, or it is clear that I was a manager. So, sending me an offer as such would be insulting. But I think the market that we're in is new to me, because I've only had 3 or so jobs in the last 15 years. So I haven't done a lot of interviewing. I haven't done a lot of getting out in the job market. And this market has changed a lot. The last job I applied for, I was hired for on the spot. And that was 5 years ago. And the second job, the same thing. I applied and was hired within 48 hours. So this 10 weeks that I've been applying now for 50 plus 60 jobs has been eye-opening and has been alarming, because the pay that they want to give now in Las Vegas is not keeping up with the cost of living. And now that I'm out in the market, it's very obvious that it's not. And it's hard to keep a straight face. It's hard to keep my spirits up and not be in a bad mood or depressed every day, but most days I do feel like it. I have struggled so much every day with what to do with my time and energy, and I just want to record this for this season in my life so that when I look back on it in a year, because I'm speaking positive over it, this will seem like a small hiccup in the way of life, and it won't feel like it's so catastrophic I can't come back from it, because there are days when I feel like it. There are days when I'm like, do I even want to go back into a corporate setting? Do I even want to go back into hospitality or anything I was familiar with before? Because I feel like traumatized from everything that I recently went through. And I think a lot of people may not understand that, but it's not for them to understand. I'm living it, and I'm living it right now. It is only by the grace of God that I am not out on the street without food. My rent is paid, my utilities are paid, my family's taken care of. We have wanted for nothing these last few months, so I am grateful for that. It's just really hard to figure out who I am in this season. It's really hard for me to figure out what I can add to this world, what my purpose is, This journey has not been easy for me because I've never had so much free time. It almost feels illegal for me to be able to get up and go to a lunch date or meet a friend for coffee or go to brunch on Sundays. Like, these are things I didn't have time for so long. And now that I do, it's just kind of like, is this it? This is all I'm going to do for a while? I'm really struggling with it. And I know God has something lined up for me, and I need to keep that in mind. It's been really hard to grapple with it. It's been really hard to digest, because I know that in about a month or two, if I don't start working, our finances is going to look a little cray. I'm grateful for my husband being able to work and take overtime shifts so that I don't have to worry. But ultimately, I don't want to be out of work, so long that I have to start really paying back debt. So I'm really doing this video selfishly to encourage me that this season is just a season. It is not my life. It is not who I am. It is just temporary, and I have to remember that. I have to remember that every day when I don't feel like pulling myself off the couch or getting out of the bed or going to work out or going to the ice rink. This is just a season. It is temporary. He has something for me. Today was rough. And virtually every time I opened my mouth today, I had to fight back tears. And I had to fight back frustration and anger and just being short with myself. I had to think, did I even pray today, because I was so agitated? And I did, but some days are just going to be harder than others. And so I am going to get off now and go and do a workout and go to a fellowship at the church, because I need to be around kind-hearted people that love God. And in this season, I have to keep remembering that God is in control, no matter what it looks like, no matter how I feel, no matter how neglectful I have been in this time where I could have easily taken advantage of it to improve my workouts, to improve, my cleaning schedule. Everything could have been improved. I've just been in la la land with how I feel about it. But it's okay. I'm learning that today, February 28th, 2024, is a good day to start again. I will talk with you guys soon. And before I leave, I always forget to say it, but I always remember, you matter. If no one has told you today, you matter.